Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So, Siddiq is a character who's been on The Walking Dead for 3 seasons now. He was introduced at the very beginning of season 8 when Carl and Rick were there, but basically Carl first finds him in just sort of out in the open, and he and Carl start to grow a bond, and then Carl basically gets killed, but it sort of develops Siddiq a little bit more and kind of inspires him. But that's basically the beginning of Siddiq's story in season 8. And then in season 9, he was just sort of an advisor to Michonne and some other characters, and he serves as the primary doctor. He's one of the few medics on the show. We've had some other medics on the show, but most of them get killed. There's the Carsons got killed, Enid got killed, Denise Cloyd. Like, being a doctor tends to get you killed. I think there was the one woman in season 8 in one of the last episodes. She was like the woman that was training Siddiq. She died. So other than Siddiq, most doctors and medics die on the show. So that might be one of the reasons why they haven't killed off Siddiq yet, is because he's pretty much their only medic that they haven't killed off right now. So, if characters get injured or possibly killed or something, the writers need Siddiq to be there as the medic. So that's a part of his character's role. Some people are speculating that he could be a double agent for the main villains in the show right now, Alpha and the Whisperers, because in season 9, he and a bunch of other characters were captured by the Whisperers, and everyone was decapitated except for Siddiq. Alpha left Siddiq alive to sort of deliver the message of what they did and why they did it to everyone else. And I'm guessing Siddiq witnessed everyone else getting decapitated. He watched everyone else get decapitated because, he was last in line. He was the last one they got to. That's why they didn't kill him. They left him alive as a message to tell everyone else stuff. But he watched everyone else get decapitated, presumably. I'm guessing that's what happened. I think it's just such a brutal thing, such a disturbing thing that they haven't really like had him talk about it too much. They've kind of skipped over the really bad parts of it, but they've really implied that it had a really traumatic effect on Siddiq's character, and he hasn't been the same since then because he had to watch all those people they care about die in that fashion. And throughout season 10, it seems like he's had some form of PTSD. Now, I don't know if that's what it is. I think it is. I think it's pretty much been implied that he's suffering from PTSD right now. That's his main story arc in season 10 so far, is his PTSD over what happened, over losing those people and how they died and having to watch. So some people are thinking maybe that's just misinformation, and they're actually trying to they're sort of hinting that he's actually a double agent and that he feels guilty about being a double agent. And yeah, maybe that's possible. The only reason why I don't think Siddiq's going to end up being a double agent for the Whisperers is because that kind of craps on what they did with Carl. Carl basically died for Siddiq. Carl got bitten by a zombie helping Siddiq. He was with Siddiq. If it wasn't for Siddiq, Carl wouldn't have been out there. He wouldn't have gotten bitten by a zombie. So if you take Siddiq's character, who Carl did a lot for, even while he was dying, and then turn Siddiq into a villain, it kind of just makes Carl's death less meaningful. So that's the reason why I don't think that they're going for the whole double agent thing. But it's possible they could be going for that. I think mostly that he just has PTSD. I don't think he told that big dramatic speech about those people because he was lying or because he was trying to do a good job of being a double agent. I think it's because he really cared about them and he really wanted everyone else to believe that they need to be together because the people that died together. and they were fighting together and everything. So I don't think it really, I don't like him for it. I don't like him for the whole double agent thing. Between the whole thing about his connection with Carl before Carl died, and him giving that big dramatic speech about how his friends died fighting together and trying to inspire other people, that just doesn't fit for him to just randomly be a double agent out of nowhere. That's not even a good plot twist. It just kind of seems out of his character. So I think Siddiq's main story arc, other than his little possible love triangle thing between Rosita, Eugene, and Gabriel, his main story arc in season 10 is him dealing with what happened last season, watching those people getting their heads chopped off, dealing with that PTSD. So I think for the rest of season 10, we'll be seeing Siddiq develop and sort of coming to terms with what happened, because, I mean, he's a doctor, he's a medic, he has to do surgery on people, and we've already seen him, pretty much performing a major surgery, and he's not even able to do it because of his PTSD, and he was trying to do it anyway. That was really reckless and dangerous. So, if he's doing surgery on people, he has to make sure that he has a clear head and he can focus on everything. So I'm thinking that this season we'll be seeing him sort of trying to be at peace with what happened and get a better hold of himself and get over his PTSD. So I think instead of being a double agent or dying this season, which he could die, but I think it's most likely he'll live to season 11. Just because I feel like if they killed him off now, who would care? I don't think a lot of people would care if Siddiq got killed. He just hasn't really been that developed. I don't personally like him that much. I just think he's kind of weird all the time. But that's a reason. It's kind of a reason why I don't think they're going to kill him off, because he's so underdeveloped. No one would even care if he got killed off. So I'm thinking at this point he will probably live to season 11. And that his main story arc, the big parts of his character development this season will be him attempting to move on from his PTSD. Now, I'm not a PTSD expert. I don't know. I'm not trying to say that I understand that stuff, but I'm thinking that he'll be developing this season and trying to move on from it, because he's a doctor. He's got to be able to do his job and save lives and stuff. So hopefully this season we will be seeing him come to terms with what happened and move on. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now I am at 625 subscribers. My goal is to try to get to 700 in the next few months. So just remember, every subscriber counts. Every bit of support matters and is very, very appreciated. Hopefully we can get to that goal of 700. Anyway, with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.